Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys. So again, I apologize for a little bit of a later video than I would like to get out. Had to take the cat back to the vet. He's getting the best of care, and his mission to become the world's first ever $1 million cat is close. All right, guys. So yesterday. All right, we went 1-2 yesterday. Put an end to our free picks winning streak. First off, Bradley. Okay, so let's talk about Bradley here for a second. So again, guys, I mentioned yesterday when we did Bradley, 3 different steam and reverse line moves, a heavy money distribution, and especially in terms of dollars wagered. At the time, I did it 47% of bets, 74% of money. Now look, 2 games in a row we had Bradley, okay? Last time on Sunday, guys, Bradley ended up shooting 3 for 16. 3 for 16 on their 3-pointers. Now, Bradley is a team, they live or die with a 3, okay? This team, they can beat you with a 3. They get up, and there's no coming back because, they're a pretty good 3-shooting team. Some normally reliable characters have been missing, I guess. And at the end of the day, look, yesterday, guys, they went 4 for 23. Okay, so 3 for 16, that's bad. That's real bad. But 4 for 23, you can't win a game. You can't win like that. And again, going into this Sunday, they got out rebounded. Okay, they turned the ball over more. They played like absolute garbage. And I'm looking at this, okay, they lost by 3 points on Sunday, guys. If you want to know what the Sharps are looking at, you're looking at the fact that this team in almost every Sharps book has a higher power rating, okay? They played like crap on Sunday and barely lost. So really, we're looking at this and thinking, even if they don't hit their season average for 3-pointers, they come relatively close, they're going to get it done, right? 4 for 23, 3-pointers, it's not going to get it done. In fact, this team is like 7 for its last 43 pointers. Maybe have an extended shoot around today. All right. What else? We had another loss. Alabama A&M, Texas Southern. Never even close. I don't know what the delay was. This game got pushed back twice. But I don't know. Couldn't score. Multiple steam bets. I had this total, should have been up around 148. Not even close. So, yeah. Bright side of yesterday, guys. We got a win with Tampa Bay. Got out to an early 4-0 lead. And the way yesterday is going with 4-0 lead, and all of a sudden it became 4-2. I'm like, don't you do it to me. Anyways, guys. So, we ended up 1-2 on the day. So, here's what I got for you guys today. I have 3 plays in total. For you guys in free picks. I have an additional 4 plays in Masterclass for a grand total of 7 plays. For you guys, I do have a 2-unit play. So I want to go through that first. I have an NBA play for you guys, and I have 2 hockey plays for you. All right. First off, 2-unit play, guys. We are going to take the Toronto Raptors -6, okay? There's 4 steam and reverse line moves on this game for good reason, okay? You don't get these kind of matchups that happen too often, okay? You have an overrated team and an underrated team that are matching up together, guys. Both these teams, look at their record, 8-12, okay? 8-12. Not great records, okay? Except there's a major difference here, guys, and that comes back down to adjusted wins and Pythagorean theorem. You guys know I talk about this. It's an adjusted figure that shows you what that team's true numbers should be based on its numbers and its strength and a whole bunch of different statistics. I use it a lot for my power ratings, guys, and it's something you should read up on. Maybe I'll do a whole video, actually, on Pythagorean theorem and how it pertains to sports. So in this particular case, guys, we can look at the Toronto Raptors as having between 10 to 11 expected wins on this season. Okay, they're actually expecting the Raptors to be a 500 team, possibly even a winning team. On the flip side of the coin, you have a team in Orlando that's win should be 6, not 8, but 6, okay? So when you look at this, guys, and again, I talked about this a little while ago when we looked at Orlando and how really they've only beaten teams that are sub 500. So the Raptors do qualify as a sub 500 team. But in this particular game, guys, I think this line should be much bigger than it actually is. Above and beyond, the 4 steam and reverse line moves, guys, it's just a game that you have to like as a mismatch, despite the fact the Raptors have underperformed. And I won't even say that Orlando has overperformed because they really haven't overperformed. All they've done is just beat up on, sub 500 teams. Very sub 500 teams. Go back and look at their record. You don't believe me. We are going to take Toronto Raptors 2 units -6. Okay, 2 units -6 Toronto Raptors. Next game, guys. Over to hockey. We're going to take the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona Coyotes on the money line, getting +140. Multiple steam and reverse line moves on this game. By multiple, I actually mean 5. 5 different steam and reverse line moves. 1 system indicator. I'm looking at this, guys. Look, this is like a straight value play. Okay, straight value play. I have the system indicator, but I'm looking at this and thinking, in terms of percentage, Arizona wins this game. It is very, very close to 50-50. And you're getting +140. No brainer. Now, here's the thing, guys. Please shop around. 140 is predominant. That's most places. There's still a few 146s, guys, called a stale line, okay? The last steam that went here brought that line down a little bit. 146 is still floating around. Like I said, basketball, NBA, football, guys, those lines move at the sharp books, the Pinnacles, the 5 Dimes of the world, Heritage, stuff like that. It moves there, and everyone else just follows. Okay, they got their binoculars on and they're looking and say, okay, they moved their line, we have to move our line, right? It reminds me of the scene from Casino, one of the best scenes ever, when Ace Rothstein goes into the sports book and he says, "Get me down 5 dimes on Columbia," right? So he wants to bet 5 dimes down on Columbia, and all of a sudden, so your guy goes up with the eraser and he erases it and he changes it from 6 to 6.5 or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the number. All of a sudden, everyone who's in the sports book, they all run outside to the payphone. They get on the payphone and say, "Yeah, Ace just got down at 6. Get me down there." And so they're telling them basically, guys, they're bookies too. We got to move our lines. Ace bets. So like he's one of those guys that move the lines for everybody, right? So with that being said, guys, stale lines are those guys sitting inside that bookie shop, who didn't run out to make that phone call. So everyone says, okay, we have to move the line. We have to move the line. That's what's happened here, guys. Arizona +1. There was a long story to explain 6 points of juice. But anyways, Arizona is +140 at most books, guys, but there's stale lines out there. The books that have not responded quickly. And hockey is one of those sports where you see stale lines sit there longer because there's less attention paid. In the NFL, a line moves, you can find a stale line, but for how long? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, maybe at the most? Hockey, you can find more stale lines. So have a look around, guys. Shop around. All right. Next, Edmonton Oilers, guys. We're going to take them on the money line, -220, okay? Right now, this Ottawa team is just a team that we have to bet against. On the road, playing in Edmonton, again, having played hockey for many years, guys, I don't know that I'm going to get to the window on the over. I think the whole world is on the over in this game after what we just saw. But how many times in sports do you see that bounce back where, teams say, okay, you know what, that was embarrassing for both teams. That was embarrassing. Let's lock it down. So I do think we see a better defensive performance. We've seen steam come in on Edmonton, and that's no shock because really at -220, guys, it's just not the right price against this Ottawa team. This Ottawa team is not only losing hockey games, but they're getting blown out. And will Ottawa surprise and win some hockey games this year? Absolutely, because the parity in the NHL is so close that your worst team can beat your best team 35% of the time. But in this particular matchup, guys, on the road with Edmonton scoring goals, as you saw, with that top line, Draisaitl and McDavid, they're going to be able to exploit this defense. And Ottawa guys, they've just looked really, really sick. In their losses, they've looked bad, okay, including the last one. So we're going to take Edmonton minus 220. All right, so that is it for us today, guys. If you're interested in my full card, benderwins.com, $99 a month, and I have 4 additional plays for you guys: hockey, college basketball, and yeah. So thank you very much, and as always, have a very lucky day.